Hello friends, welcome to our channel Simply Mathematical. In this video, let us do the exercise 2.3 of the chapter 2 Relations and Functions, okay, from standard 11th. Now, the first question in the exercise 2.3 is which of the following relations are functions, okay, give reasons. If it is a function, determine the domain and the range, okay. So that is the question. First set is given to be this, second is given to be this, third is given to be this. So you have to check this, you have to check that these sets which are given are first of all functions or not, okay. If they are functions, then you have to find the domain and the range, okay. So let us look at the first one. First one, we have the set 2, 1, okay, then 5, 1, then 8, 1, then 11, 1, then 14, 1, 17, 1, okay. This is the set which is given to us. Now we have to check whether this set is a function or not. So for that, what you have to check is the first element of the ordered pairs. So why? Because a function is a relation in which the ordered pairs in the set, okay, do not have the elements which are the ordered pairs having first element same, okay. So you will not have any two distinct ordered pairs which will have the first element same, okay. So you can see that here all the ordered pairs, okay, are having first element different from each other, okay. So what you can say that is the set here is a function, okay, the set is a function, okay. Now if it is a function, we have to determine its domain and range, right. So what will be the domain? Domain will be equal to the set of all first elements of the ordered pairs in the set, okay, that is the function. So you can see that 2 is one element, 5 is another element, 8 is another element, okay, 11 is another element, 14 and 17. So you can see that the domain of this function will be 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, okay. Now we have to find the range of the function. So the range of the function is nothing but the set of all second elements of the ordered pairs, okay. So here you can see 1 is the second element of all the ordered pairs. So the range will only contain one element, that is 1, okay. So we have found the domain and the range of the set which is given to us. Now let us look at the second set. Second set is 2, 1, then 4, 2, then 6, 3, then 8, 4, 10, 5, then 12, 6 and 14, 7, okay. So this is the set which is given to us. We have to check whether this set is a function or not. So again you have to check the ordered pairs. So no two distinct ordered pairs should have the first element same, right. So here you can see that no two ordered pairs are having the first element as same. So you can see here it is 2, 4, right, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, all are different. So this set will be a function, okay. Now if this set is a function, we have to find the domain first, okay. So domain is nothing but the set of all first elements of the ordered pairs. So what it will be? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, okay, 12 and 14, right. Now we have to find the range of the set, so range will be what? Range will be the set of all second elements of the ordered pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So this is the domain and the range of this set, that is a function. Now let us take the third example. So the third example given is 1, 3, then 1, 5, okay, and 2, 5. So you can see that these two elements are having first element, two ordered pairs here are having first element as same, okay. So this will be not a function. So the set, the given set is not a function, okay. Now if it is not a function, then there is no we should not check domain and range, okay. Now you look at the second question. So second question is what? Find the domain and range of the following real functions, okay. So we will solve the second question. You have to first find the domain and range of this function f(x) is equal to minus modulus of x, okay, and the second function is given to us as f(x) is equal to root of 9 minus x square, okay. So first we will check the domain and range of this function, okay. So that is the first one. So f(x) is given to be modulus of x, okay. You have seen the graph of the modulus of x function, okay, we have already discussed it. Now what is the definition of this modulus function, that also you have seen. So let us write it again. X when x is greater than or equal to 0, and minus x if x is less than 0, okay. So this is the definition of the function f(x). Now if you want to find the domain of this function, domain is the first set, okay, that is this x here is from the domain, and this value that you get is in the codomain, okay. So we have to check what is the set where this x belongs, okay. So now to check that, what should be satisfied is this function should be defined, okay. So this condition should be satisfied, okay. So that what is the condition? This function should be defined at whatever x you take here, okay. So modulus of x is there, okay. Sorry, it was given as minus, okay, it is given as minus mod of x. So minus mod of x will be what? Here it will be minus, okay, and here it will be plus, okay, because the minus sign is multiplied to the function modulus of x. So this will be minus x, this will be plus x, okay. Now you have to find the domain, so we have to check where this term is defined, okay. Now you can see that this term is defined, okay, when x is greater than or equal to 0 and when x is less than 0, okay. If you look at the number line, x is greater than or equal to 0 means all this, right, up to infinity, and x is less than 0 means all this, okay, up to minus infinity, right. So you can see that we are taking all the real numbers we are taking. So domain will be what? The set of real numbers, okay. Now see this, we have to find the range, okay, of this function. Range means what? Range means the value of the function, okay, for all x. That set you have to look at. So let us see what is that set. That set is called as the range, right. So let f(x) be equal to y, okay. This y belong to the range of the function, okay. This y will belong to the range of fx, right? So we have to find this set range of fx. So what we will do is we will look at this. So what it is, minus modulus of x, right? Now you know that mod of x is greater than 0 for greater than or equal to 0 in fact for all x, right? So what will be minus modulus of x? It will be less than or equal to 0, right, for all x. Okay, see, mod of x is greater than or equal to 0 for all x. Why? Because you can see that mod of minus 2 if you take, you will get 2. Okay, mod of minus 1.03 if you take, you will get 1.03, right? So what does the modulus function do? It takes all the real numbers to non-negative numbers. Okay, so that is the numbers which are positive, and also 0 is included in the numbers. Okay, so 0 and the positive numbers. Okay, so the modulus function takes every real number to those numbers, right? So now what you get is modulus of x is greater than or equal to 0 for all x. So what you will get is minus of a positive quantity, or in fact a non-negative quantity will be non-positive quantity. Okay, that is this. Non-positive means what? Either 0 or negative. Okay, so less than or equal to 0 for all x. This you get. Okay, so what you have is the range of the function. Okay, range of fx is which set? Is this set here. Okay, here, including 0, right? 0 is included. Okay, 0 is included. So how you will write it? Minus infinity to 0 included. Okay, so all the negative numbers and 0. So that will be the range of the first function fx equal to modulus of x. Okay, so that was the first problem of the second problem. Now let us look at the second problem of the second problem. So which is fx is equal to root of 9 minus x square. Okay, so this is given to us. We have to find what? Domain and the range. So to find the domain, what we have to do? We have to check where this function, that is this one, is defined. Okay, where it is defined. Okay, so that set will be the domain. So you can see that you have a root of a quantity which is 9 minus x square. You know that root of a negative number is not defined. Okay, is not defined. Okay, for in real numbers. Okay, in real numbers, root of negative numbers is not defined. Okay, so root of negative quantity is not defined in real numbers. So what this quantity should be? This quantity should be 9 minus x square. Okay, that is the quantity, should be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, this quantity should be greater than or equal to 0. If it is less than 0, then it is not defined, right? So you cannot take those x, okay, for which 9 minus x square is negative. So what we will do is we have to take that 9 minus x square is greater than or equal to 0, and now we will check for what values of x this condition is satisfied. Okay, so like that we have to do. So 9 minus x square is what? It is 3 square minus x square greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so which is what? 3 minus x multiplied by 3 plus x, which is greater than or equal to 0, right? So if you now check this product, okay, and you check that where it is greater than or equal to 0, okay, then you will get the required thing. Okay, that is the set in which the x belongs, that we will get. So what we have to check is where this product is greater than or equal to 0, right? So what you do is you write first 3 minus x, then 3 plus x, okay, and then the product of the two. Okay, you write the product of the two. Okay, so this is the product. Okay, now we have to check first. See, if you look at the number line, okay, this is 0, if this is minus 3 and this is 3, right? So, and this is minus infinity and this is infinity, right? So first we will check what happens when x is less than minus 3. Okay, so this here we will check what happens. Now if x is less than minus 3, that means it will be what? Minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, right? So if you take 3 minus, say minus 4, you will get 3 plus 4, which is 7. Okay, if you take 3 of minus 4, you will get 7, right? So which is positive? Okay, so 3 minus x will be positive when x is less than or equal to minus 3. You can take any values like this, okay, like minus 4, you can take any one. Minus 5 if you take, you will get 3 plus 5, which is 8. So like that, if you take any number which is less than minus 3, you will get positive here. What about this? So if you take 3 plus of say minus 4, okay, you will get minus 1, okay, which is negative, right? This minus 1 is negative. So you can see that if you take a quantity which is less than minus 3, 3 plus x will be negative. Okay, like that, if you take any quantity which is less than x equal to minus 3, any quantity, okay, you will get negative only. So positive negative will be what? Negative product. Okay, the product of positive and negative will be negative. Okay, now we will check what? We will check what happens when x lies between minus 3 and 3. Okay, let us check this. So if x is between minus 3 and 3, then what will happen? 3 minus x will be what? So if you just look at the values, okay, if you just look at some values, so here we will see, you have to take minus 2, let us say, let us take minus 2. So 3 minus of minus 2 will be what? 3 plus 2, which is 5. Okay, so if and also if you take 3 minus 2, then what will happen? You will get 1 only, positive. Okay, both are positive. So you can see that if x lies between minus 3 and 3, 3 minus x will be positive. Okay, now if you check this 3 plus x, then what will happen? So if you take again minus 2, so 3 plus minus 2, which is 3 minus 2, which is 1. Okay, and if you take 3 plus 2, then it is 5. Okay, again both are positive. You can see that if you take any quantity between minus 3 and 3, 3 plus x will be positive. Okay, so positive will be positive. Okay, now if we take x greater than 3, what you will get? If you take say 3 minus 4, okay, 4 is greater than 3, so we are checking this 3 minus x. So if you take 4, you will get minus 1, which is negative. Okay, like that, if you take any x which is greater than 3, 3 minus x will be negative. Okay, similarly 3 plus x, let us check. So 3 plus say 4, okay, 4 is greater than 3, so which will be 7, which is greater than 0. Okay, so you can see that if you take any quantity x greater than 3, 3 plus x is greater than 0. So less than 0, greater than 0, or negative multiplied by positive. Okay, negative multiplied by positive will be negative. So where the product, which is this, is positive, is here, no? Okay, it is positive here. Okay, so we got that minus 3 less than x less than 3, okay, if it is there, if minus 3 is less than x less than 3, then x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 3 is positive, okay. Now if x is minus 3, then what will happen? Then x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 3 will be 0, right? X equal to minus 3, so if you take it here, minus 3 is minus 6 multiplied by minus 3 plus 3, which is 0, this will be 0, right? So you will get minus 6 multiplied by 0, which is 0, okay. And again if you take x equal to 3, then what will happen to x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 3? It will be again 0, right, because x is equal to 3 here. So what you get is minus 3 is less than or equal to 3, sorry, minus 3 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3 if it is there, okay. If minus 3 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, then x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0, okay. We have taken the cases here. See, x equal to minus 3 we have taken that, x equal to 3 we have taken that, and minus 3 less than x less than 3 is already there here, okay, in that form. Then x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 3 will be greater than or equal to 0, right? We have seen this here. So see, what you get is, if minus 3 is less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, then x minus 3 multiplied by x plus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. What is this? This is 9 minus x square, okay, which is greater than or equal to 0, right? So this from here, okay. Okay, so it is here, okay. 9 minus x square was 3 minus x multiplied by 3 plus x, so that is what I have written, okay, here. So domain will be what? Domain will be this, okay, this is the domain, so which is what? Minus 3 comma 3, right? For these values you get 9 minus x square greater than or equal to 0. So for these values the function is defined, okay, the function is defined. So the domain will be minus 3 closed 3 closed, okay. So that is the domain. Now range, if you want to find, the range, what you will do? See, if let fx be equal to y, that is what? Root of 9 minus x square be equal to y, let us say, okay. Now what we have to do is, or what we will do is, we will take the domain here. Domain is what? It is minus 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, okay. This is the domain we have. So x varies between, or x is between what? Minus 3 and 3. So see, what we have to do is, we have to get this, okay, in the inequality. We have to get this by doing some simplification in the inequality, okay. Now you have what? Minus 3 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 3, right? So which numbers you have? You have numbers like minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, right? 0, then 1, 2, 3, like this, okay, like this you have, okay. Now if you take the square of this, what it will be? 9. If you take square of this, 4. If you take square of this, 1, and if you take square of this, it will be 0, okay. Now if you again start with this 0, you will get 0 here. Then if you take square of this, 1. If you take square of this, which is 4, if you take square of this, you will get 9. So the maximum quantity here, okay, is this, right? This is the maximum quantity of x square, okay, x square. This is the maximum quantity when x lies or x takes these numbers. Okay, maximum is what, 9, and what is the minimum? It is 0. Okay, the minimum is 0 here. So what you get is x square will be vary between what, or x square will be between what, 0 to 9. Okay, 0 is less than or equal to x square less than or equal to 9, right? So this we have. Now if we multiply the minus sign throughout, what we will get? Minus 0. The inequality will change, right? So it will be greater than or equal to 0. Sorry, 0 or minus 0 greater than or equal to minus x square, which is greater than or equal to minus 9. Okay. Now what is this? Is 0 greater than or equal to minus x square greater than or equal to minus 9, right? So now if we add 9 throughout the inequality, what we will get? So 9, okay, plus 0, which is greater than or equal to 9 minus x square, which is greater than or equal to 9 minus 9. Okay, so which is what, 9 greater than or equal to 9 minus x square, okay, greater than or equal to 0, right? 9 minus 9 is 0. Okay, now if we take the positive square root, okay, taking positive square root, what you will get? You will get root of 9 greater than or equal to root of 9 minus x square greater than or equal to 0, right? We are taking the positive square root, so sign doesn't change. Okay, sign doesn't change. So what will happen? You will get root of 9 is what, 3, which is greater than or equal to root of 9 minus x square is y, okay, which is greater than or equal to 0. So what we get is 0 is less than or equal to y less than or equal to 3. Same thing I am writing. Okay, same thing. 0 is less than or equal to y less than or equal to 3. So this is what, y is nothing but the elements in the range set that I have already told, right? Y are the elements in the range set. So y will belong to which set? 0, 3, right? Y is between 0 and 3. So range of the f function will be what? 0, 3. Okay. So that was the problem 2 of 2. Now we will go to the problem 3. Okay, we will go to the problem 3. Problem 3 is what? So a function, right? A function f is defined by fx is equal to 2x plus 5. Write down the values of first f at 0, then second f at 7, and third f of minus 3. Okay, so 3, the function is given as what? Fx is equal to 2x minus 5. Okay, we have to first find what? F of 0. So it is just substituting x, okay, in the value of the function, okay, here where x is. So if x is 0, you have to substitute 0 here. So 2 times 0 minus 5, which is equal to 0 minus 5, which is minus 5. Okay, now second is what? F at 7 is 2 times 7 minus 5. Okay, just substitute x in x, okay, of the value of the function. So 2 times 7 minus 5, which is 14 minus 5, which is 9. Okay, then third, f at minus 3 will be 2 minus 3 minus 5, which is minus 6 minus 5, which is minus 11. Okay, so that was the third problem. Okay, now let us do the fourth one. Fourth one is what? The fourth one is the function t which maps means which takes, okay, temperature in degree Celsius. Okay, so this function t takes the temperature in degree Celsius to temperature in degree Fahrenheit. Okay, and that function is defined as what? T of C equal to 9C by 5 plus 32. Okay, now we have to find what? First T naught, T28, T minus 10, the value of C when T of C is equal to 212. Okay, so the fourth, yeah, the function you have to write, it is given as Tc equal to 9C by 5 plus 32. Okay, first we have to find T naught. Okay, so what it will be? 9 multiplied by 0 by 5 plus 32. Okay, so which is equal to 0 plus 32, right, which is 32. So T of 0 will be 32. Okay, so now let us find the second one, T of 28 we have to find. So it will be 9 multiplied by 28. Only substitute this value of C in C which is there in the value of the function. So 9 multiplied by 28 divided by 5, okay, plus 32. So 28 multiplied by 9 is what? 9 8s are 72, 9 2s are 18, 18 plus 7 is 252. Okay, so 252 divided by 5 plus 32, which is equal to what? 252 plus 160, right, divided by 5. So which is equal to what? Okay, 412. Okay, 412 divided by 5, right. So that was the second problem of the fourth one. Now third one, let us see. Third one we have to find T of minus 10. Okay, so same thing you have to do here. So what you do is 9, instead of C you substitute minus 10. So minus 10 by 5 plus 32. Okay, so which is equal to minus 90 by 5 plus 32, which is equal to minus 90 plus 160 again, okay, by 5, which is equal to 70 by 5, right. So which is equal to what? 70 by 5 will be 14. Okay, like this. So that was the third one of the fourth one. Now let us go to the fifth one. Okay, sorry, fourth one of the fourth one. So fourth one is what? You have to find the value of C when T of C is given to be 212. Okay, so you write the formula. T of C is equal to 9C by 5 plus 32, right. So we are now given T of C, we have to find C. So T of C is given as 212, so substitute here, okay, equal to 9C by 5 plus 32. Then what you will get? So 212 minus 32, which is equal to 9C by 5. Okay, so 212 minus 32 will be 0, and here you will get 18, right. So 180 equal to 9C by 5. So what you will get is 9C equal to 180 multiplied by 5, that is 9C is equal to 600. Okay, okay, 18040, sorry, 900. Okay, so what you will get? C equal to 900 divided by 9, okay, which is 100. Okay, that was the problem 4 full. Okay, now let us do the fifth one. So fifth one is what? Find the range of each of the following functions. Okay, so here only you have to find the range of these functions which are given. First one is fx equal to 2 minus 3x. Second one is fx is equal to x square plus 2, where x is a real number. Okay, and third is fx is equal to x, where x is a real number. Okay, so let us do the first one. First one is fx equal to 2 minus 3x. Okay, x is belonging to the real numbers, where x is greater than or 0 also is given. Okay, so we have to find the range. To find the range, what we do? We let fx be equal to y, no? Okay, so that will be equal to what? 2 minus y. Okay, so this is there. Now what we have to do is, we have to now use the domain. Okay, so domain is what? It is x greater than 0. Okay, so you use this x greater than 0, right? So that means what? We can write this as 0 is less than x, okay, which is less than infinity, right? Same thing this is. Okay, now we want what? We want 2 minus 3x. Okay, so we want to multiply 3 to x. So if you multiply 3 here, 3 multiplied by 0 less than 3 multiplied by x less than 3 multiplied by infinity, right? So you will get 0 less than 3x less than infinity only. See, anything you multiply to infinity, okay, will be infinity only. Okay, so this we have. Now what we want is minus 3x. So we have to multiply by minus sign throughout the inequality. So 0 greater than minus 3x, which is greater than minus infinity will get. Okay, if you multiply minus to infinity, okay, you multiply this, then you will get minus infinity. Okay, so this we have. Now we want also what? 2 to be added to minus 3x. So you add 2 throughout the inequality, right? 2 greater than 2 minus 3x greater than 2 minus infinity. Okay, so what you will get? 2 greater than y, because this was our y, right? 2 minus 3x was y, so 2 greater than y greater than infinity, because again anything you add to infinity or minus infinity, you will get the same thing, minus infinity or infinity. Okay, if you add anything, say a to minus infinity, okay, you will get minus infinity only. Okay, so what we are doing here is 2 plus minus infinity, right? So what we will get is minus infinity, right? This minus we can write it as plus bracket minus infinity. Okay, so 2 greater than y greater than infinity we got. So what we will get here? This means what? Oh, this is minus infinity, sorry, minus infinity, sorry. Okay, so this you got. Now what is the meaning of this? This is nothing but minus infinity less than y less than 2. Okay, so range set will be what? It is minus infinity open, right, and up to 2 open. Okay, so 2 is not included here. Okay, 2 is not included. Okay, and minus infinity is never included. Okay, it is not a number. Okay, that you know. Now let us go to the second one of the fifth one. So what it is? So second one, it is fx is equal to x square plus 2. Okay, and x is a real number. So see, you have to find the range. So for finding the range, what we first do, we let fx equal to y. Okay, so that means x square plus 2 equal to y, right? So now you look at the domain. Domain is x is a real number. Okay, that means x belongs to the real numbers. Okay, that means what? Minus infinity is less than x less than infinity, because why? This r is nothing but minus infinity, infinity open, right? Open minus infinity comma infinity open. So x will be between minus infinity and infinity. So what you will get? See, if we what you want to get is, if we, okay, what you want to get is x square first. Okay, so here you have minus infinity less than x less than infinity. Okay, we want to get x square. See, if you look at the number line here, so 0, infinity and minus infinity. Okay, the x can be here, here, anywhere. Okay, or x can be 0, anything. So if you square any x here, what you will get? You will get positive, right? Positive quantity. So where it will lie? Positive, or in fact greater than or equal to 0. Okay, it can be 0 also. So the x square will lie between 0 and infinity. Okay, here it will lie, x square. Okay, because it is greater than or equal to 0. So what you will get? X square will be greater than or equal to 0, less than infinity. Okay, now we want what? We want 2 to be added, okay, to x square. So if you add 2 throughout, so you will get 2 less than or equal to 2 plus x square, which is less than infinity. Okay, so what you will get? 2 less than or equal to y, right? Because x square plus 2 is our y. Okay, which is less than infinity. So what is the meaning of this? This means the range set is 2 included, closed to, comma, infinity open. Okay, so like this you will get as the range set. 2 is included, 2 less than or equal to y means 2 is included, and less than infinity means infinity open. Okay, so this was the third problem of the fifth one, right? So that's it in the video, guys. If you have liked my video, you can hit the like button.